dissatisfied. Why? And then he was contemplating on it, and then Narada Muni came and clarified, why he was dissatisfied, even after writing so much of, volumes of work. So he said, Narada Muni said, you have written so much that gives material happiness to people, but you have not given the ultimate purpose of human life. You have not told them how to do devotional practice and how to reach God. So then he wrote Bhagavatam, and this is Amala Purana. So there is a shloka in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 12. So that glorifies Srimad Bhagavatam with 5 qualities. Okay? So the shloka goes like this. Tadeva ramyam ruchiram navam navam. Everybody can repeat. Tadeva ramyam ruchiram navam navam. Tadeva shashvat manaso mahotsavam. Tadeva shokarnava Shoshanam Runam Yaduttama Shloka Yashonugiyate. Okay, now let's try to understand what are these 5 qualities described in this shloka glorifying Srimad Bhagavatam. So Tadeva Ramyam. So what is Ramyam?
Yeah, so you remember.
Ramyam?
Ramyam means
getting involved,
to get engrossed.
Okay. So Ramya, Mataji?
I think to
Or
get
to
engrossed,
derive
yeah.
pleasure also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody?
To fully get immersed into
Imbibe in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So related to
Engrossed.
Your name please?
Avdut.
Avdut. Okay. Your name?
Amrita.
Amrita.
Manjari.
Manjari. Wow, beautiful names, huh? Manjari, Amrita, Avaduta. Wow, all exalted devotees. I forgot your name.
Ashish.
Ashish. Yeah. So, yeah. So Ramya. So we have 2 words in this, Ramyam and Ruchiram. Tadeva Ramyam, Ruchiram, Navam Navam.
Ruchiram is pleasant to the heart.
Ruchiram is to have interest.
Have interest.
Interest,
Yes,
yes.
Ruchi.
Yeah.
I have Ruchi in this subject of
Yeah.
So-
Taste,
Taste.
Taste, yeah. So Ramyam is relishable. Okay?
Yeah.
Tadeva Ramyam. Ramyam is relishable.
Mhm.
And Ruchiram is tasteful.
Taste.
So Tadeva Ramyam Ruchiram. So Srimad Bhagavatam is relishable and it's tasteful like a ripe mango. It's nectar like ripened mango. And these 2 things go together, right? Relishable and tasteful. They go side by side. They go together. Anything that is relishable is tasteful, and anything that is tasteful is relishable. So what are the examples of it?
Mango.
Mango. Mango, gulab jamun, So they are tasteful, and even after eating for few months, few years, if you eat mangoes in one summer, you keep relishing that taste until next summer, and that relishing experience inspires you to taste it again. Okay, so just like that, Srimad Bhagavatam also, once you read it, even if you read one chapter, one shloka, or even one word, Gopika, there is a verse, right? That glorifies Srimad Bhagavatam. But even if you read one alphabet from Srimad Bhagavatam, it is beneficial. Yeah. So you will be relishing that until you read next time. You all gather here every week, to relish, and taste this experience. So relishable and tasteful. Tadeva Ramyam Ruchiram. Navam Navam. So what is Nava?
Every time.
You feel it like your it's new.
New. Yeah, exactly. So every time you read, it's the same katha. It's the same Krishna katha that that everybody, lot of people have been hearing for thousands of years. millions of years, but it still feels very fresh and very new, as if the past tense happened like yesterday or last week or something like that. So Damodara pastime, it's the same Damodara pastime we hear every Kartik in October-November time frame, but we feel it new. We feel it new, and we show great enthusiasm to know more and more, and so that is Navam Navam. Okay, ever fresh and new. Okay, Tadeva Ramyam Ruchiram Navam Navam. Next line, Tadeva Shokarnava Shoshanam Runam. Tadeva Shokarnava. So what is Shoka?
When you like
Grief,
somebody's
no?
grief.
Grief. Shoka is grief, miseries. And Arnava?
See,
Hmm?
To remove Aranava.
Arno see.
Sea, ocean.
Ocean.
Yeah, Arnava is ocean.
Mhm.
Shoka Arnava is ocean of miseries.
Mhm.
Okay? Shoka Arnava is ocean of miseries. Tadeva Shokarnava Shoshanam Runam. Shoshanam is to cross. Shoshanam is to cross. Runam is human beings. Okay? So Srimad Bhagavatam, it helps human beings cross over this ocean of miseries. Srimad Bhagavatam helps human beings cross over the ocean of miseries. So that is Tadeva Shokarnava Shoshanam Runam. Okay? So Tadeva Ramyam Ruchiram Navam Navam Tadeva Shokarnava Shoshanam Runam, and then Yaduttama Shloka Yashonu Giyate. So this Srimad Bhagavatam, what is the subject matter of Srimad Bhagavatam?
Glories of Lord Krishna.
Krishna.
Past tense.
Past tense.
Krishna is the central figure of Srimad Bhagavatam.
Mhm.
So Krishna has another name as Uttama Shloka. Like Krishna has a lot of names, right? Achyuta, Govinda, Gopala, So depending on the context, Madhava, Madhusudana, in Bhagavad Gita also, Arjuna refers to Krishna with different names based on different context. Okay? For example, in the first chapter, when Arjuna is confused, when he is bewildered and decides not to fight, looking at his relatives, his grandfather, teacher on the opposite side. So he is bewildered, and out of compassion for them, he decides not to fight. Then he refers to Krishna as Madhusudana, because Madhusudana means one who protects people, So Arjuna calls Krishna as Madhusudana and questions, "Oh Madhusudana, why do you want me to engage in this ghastly warfare? You are supposed to be protecting people, but you are Madhusudana. You should be the protector of people, but why are you encouraging me to fight and kill these people?" So like that, depending on the context, Krishna is referred to with different names. In the context of Srimad Bhagavatam, or in the context of Vedic literature, Krishna is known as Uttama Shloka. Uttama Shloka. Why Uttama Shloka? Why that name is? All the great poets, or all the great saints like Vasudeva and all other great poets, they glorified Krishna with the best, the choicest poetry, with the best of poetry that's available. Okay, so all these shlokas that glorify Krishna, they're so rich. They're highly sophisticated. First of all, Sanskrit language itself is very rich, and within Sanskrit, these poets and saints who glorify Krishna, they choose the choicest words from Sanskrit. They choose the best words.
Mhm.
That's why Krishna has Uttama Shloka. That's the name. Okay? Yaduttama Shloka Yashonu Giyate. So that Krishna who is described with Uttama Shlokas, the best Shlokas, he is the subject matter of Srimad Bhagavatam. Hearing whose Katha, we get the taste and we relish this experience until we hear it next time. And by hearing this Katha, it helps human beings cross over the ocean of miseries. So let's repeat this verse again so that it gets registered in our brain. and then so these are the 5 qualities. So what are the 5 qualities?
Relishable.
Relishable,
Taste.
tasteful,
Navina.
new, Nava, and then
Ocean
The
of misery.
potency of-
Rosal.
ocean of miseries. That's the 4th one, and then glorification of Krishna using the choicest words. These are the 5 qualities. Yeah. So Tadeva Ramyam Ruchiram Navam
Tadeva Ramyam Ruchiram Navam Navam.
Tadeva Shashvat Manas. Oh, we didn't cover second line. Tadeva Shashvat Manaso Mahotsava. We missed that. We jumped on to the third line. Yeah, let me cover that. Tadeva Shashvat Manaso Mahotsavam. Shashvat. What is Shashvat?
Eternal.
Eternal, permanent. Tadeva Shashvat Manaso Mahotsavam. Manasa means in the mind.
In the mind.
Okay. Mahotsavam means a grand
Celebration.
festival, celebration, grand festival. So whenever you hear Srimad Bhagavatam, it's like celebrating a great grand festival. You know, like we are all gathered here. You know, we are celebrating. It's like a festival. You know. So whatever you do other than Krishna Katha, you know, you are always dissatisfied. You're always dissatisfied. You're not content. You know, you're not satisfied. You always want to do more and more, and you want to do something else. You know, for example, you go to Yellowstones for vacation. So are you satisfied?
Depends, Prabhu.
Depends on your question. Depends on your answer to this question.
Depends on the situation. When we went. I and my Prabhu went alone,
Yeah.
without kids. So we enjoyed it.
Okay. You enjoyed it, but were you satisfied? There's a difference between enjoying and satisfying. Satisfying.
Yeah, I think if I were to be told to go again, I mean, I can relish that again because it has so much of plethora of things to be looked for. So
Yeah.
I can go again.
Okay. How many times you can go?
I don't know. I mean, the next time
Yeah.
when I go, and then things are left behind, then I'll see.
Yeah. So you can go there 5 times,
5
10
times.
times.
Yeah,
fancy.
not more than
10
that.
times is also not practical.
Yes.
So I mean, after 2-3 times we get bored. You know, you don't want to go to the same place again and again. You want to go to a new place.
Yes.
That
yes.
means you are not satisfied with what you have done.
Mhm.
You are not satisfied with that experience.
Mhm.
Okay? There are Srimad Bhagavatam. Just sit in one place, sit at home nicely. You don't have to go anywhere, but you can celebrate a grand festival.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need any arrangement. You don't need any paraphernalia. You don't need to spend any money. But you will have great satisfaction and content in your heart, like a grand festival, like Janmashtami. You know, Janmashtami is what, you know, you all did Janmashtami here, right?
Yes.
You know,
Yes, yeah.
you didn't come to the temple, but you were still able to celebrate.
Yes.
How? Simply by reading Krishna Katha and Krishna Kirtan, right? And Krishna Prasad. so like that. Tadeva Ramyam Ruchiram Navam Navam Tadeva Shashvat Manaso Mahotsavam. So it's like eternal festival. It's like eternal festival. Tadeva Shashvat Manaso Mahotsavam. Eternal festival. And then Tadeva Shokarnava Manaso Tadeva Shokarnava Shoshanam Runa Yaduttama Shloka Yashonugiyate. Okay, now let's repeat one line at a time. Tadeva Ramyam Ruchiram Navam Navam
Tadeva Ramyam Ruchiram Navam Navam.
Tadeva Shashvat Manaso Mahotsavam.
Tadeva Shashvat Manaso Mahotsavam.
Tadeva Shokarnava Shoshanam Runam.
Tadeva Shokarnava
Shoshanam Runam Yaduttama Shloka Yashonugiyate.
Yaduttama Shloka Yashonugiyate.
Yeah, so there are 5 qualities that glorify Srimad Bhagavatam. It's a beautiful verse, you know. There are so many beautiful verses in Srimad Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hi. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So how many people you would have every week?
Prabhu, anywhere from 8 to 15 families.
Okay. So today a little bit less.
No,
They'll come. Mostly people come little
For-
later for
for
Kirtan. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Prasadam, Kirtan.
No, Kirtan.
Kirtan.
Especially
Not even Prasadam, Kirtan.
Okay.
Because if
Everybody
prasadam
is
is there,
interested.
usually we keep the timing early so that because when we used to earlier do the class with Srinivas Prabhu,
Yeah.
we used to wait until 10 o'clock because the class would extend
Okay.
and then the intention would be when the prasadam is gonna open.
Yeah.
So now we
started the reverse.
Okay.
Do the prasadam first and then sit and do as much as you want.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but then it stays open. Whoever wants to eat, then come back join.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Your name, please.
Hitesh.
Ritesh.
Hitesh.
Hitesh. Okay. Yeah. Your name?
Sakshi.
Sakshi. Okay. I think I've seen you in the temple.
Yeah, many times maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
What's your name?
People will come.
hi, Hare Krishna. What's your name? Huh?
He's Manhar Prabhu.
Sorry?
Manhar.
Manhar. Wow. Nice name. So, yeah, we were just discussing, glorification of Srimad Bhagavatam. So, yeah, I mean, every pastime in Srimad Bhagavatam is very beautiful. So, I would like to narrate one pastime where, because our Nanda Maharaj Prabhu is here, so I want to, narrate some pastime where he's the central figure of the story. So once Krishna and Balaram, they were playing. They always want to play, they always want to play all the time, and they don't even want to come inside and eat prasadam. So Yashoda Mai, she calls Krishna. Krishna, it's the lunch time. Come inside. Krishna says, Maya, later. And then it's in the evening, maybe milk time or something for Krishna. Yashoda Mai says, Krishna, milk time. Krishna says, Maya, later. And then it is a dinner time. Yashoda Mai calls again. And Krishna says, Maya, later. So no matter how many times Yashoda Mai calls, Krishna always says, later, later, later. And then she finally uses the Brahmastra to have him come inside. Yashoda Mai says, if you are not eating, Bauji is not going to eat. Nanda Maharaj is not going to eat. Then Krishna suddenly comes, and then he eats. So like that, once he was playing, and then Yashoda Mai calls, and then Krishna comes inside. He eats, and then he notices Yashoda Mai preparing some snack kind of things. Okay, like puris and some fried items, some snack items. Then Krishna asks, Maya, what are you doing? Why are you cooking these now? Then she says, Babaji is going on a trip. He's going on a Tirtha Yatra. That's why I'm cooking this. And then Krishna asks, but why these items? Then Yashoda Mai says, if we cook like rice, dal, and those things, they get spoiled quickly. But Babaji is going on a Tirtha Yatra for a long time. So if I cook these fried items, they don't get spoiled, and Babaji can eat for more days. Then Krishna asks, where is Babaji going? Yashoda Mai says, he's going to Prayag. And then Krishna asks, what is Prayag? Yashoda Mai says, Prayag is the place where all the three rivers, confluence, they merge. So what are the three rivers?
Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati.
Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati. Okay. And then Krishna says, Acha. Then Yashoda Mai completes her preparation, and then Nanda Maharaj, he's about to travel, his trip. And then he carries all the preparations, and then he's about to go. And then while going, he sees one person, tall person, taking dips in the sarovars and kunds. Vrindavan has a lot of sarovars and kunds, right? Like Manasa Sarovar, Radha Kund, Krishna Kund, Govind Kund, and so many things, So Nanda Maharaj, he sees one person who is very tall. So he takes dip in the sarovar. He comes back. He rolls around on the dust, and then he again goes into the water and takes a dip and comes back, and he repeats that. So Nanda Maharaj asks him, who are you? I have never seen you in Vrindavan. And why are you doing this? You are taking dip in the water, coming back and taking dirt, and again, going and taking a dip in the water. He says, I am Prayag. That person, the tall person, he says, I am Prayag. And the Maharaj says, Prayag? I have never seen you here. You look very new to me. I have never seen you here. And he says, I am Prayagraj. So the personification of Prayag came there. And Nanda Maharaj asks, but how come you are in Vrindavan here? You're supposed to be in Prayag. How come you are in Vrindavan here? Then Prayagraj replies, every year or all the time, people come and they take dips in Prayag, and they all give sins to me. And on this day, auspicious day, that is Akshaya Tritiya day. On this auspicious day of Akshaya Tritiya, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So Prayagraj replies saying that on this auspicious day of Akshaya Tritiya, I come to Vrindavan every year and I get purified in these sarovars and kunds. And then Nanda Maharaj looks around and he finds a lot of other people, and then he asks Prayagraj, who are they? He says, Hare Krishna. So abhi to pizza milega. So where is the pizza machine?
Outside, bro.
Oh, you are making outside.
It's already in preparation.
Then he needs your help.
Oh yeah, sure.
Hare Krishna, what's your name, bro?
In front of you, I forgot my name.
Good to see you, Prabhu. You come every week?
First day.
First
First
day.
time.
First day?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
New student, new admission.
We have new teacher also. Bro.
I am not teacher. No. So,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
आज लोकेशन
कहीं
चेंज
भी
हो
जहाँ जहाँ मिले बैठ जाओ। मैं हमेशा सहारा लेके बैठती हूँ ना, आज मुझे ही सहारा नहीं मिल रहा।
मैं तो बोल रही थी कुछ आजा
तो मैंने ले लिया।
Hare Krishna. What's your name?
मेरा नाम आरजू कुमार
Azu.
आरजू
Arzu. Okay. Your name? Sudhakar. Telugu? Okay. At least we have one Telugu. Any other Telugus here? I know. You're also Telugu? Yeah.
Husband wife, Prabhuji.
Oh, you? Okay. Yeah. Your parent?
Jyoti.
Jyoti. Okay. Yeah. Wherever you go, there should be Telugus. Otherwise, it's not USA.
Complete.
We are India, Prabhu.
USA.
All India is America.
United States of Andhra. Yeah.
Just like in every, there is just like every body, there is a super soul.
Perfect example, Prabhuji.
What is that?
Just like in every body, there is a super soul and a soul. In
Yes.
every community, there is a Telugu.
Not Telugu. Majority Telugu. Are only Telugu.
Telugu means heard of Telugu.
Yes. Yeah. So Nanda Maharaj asks Prayagraj, who are these people? Then Prayagraj says, that's Brahma, Saraswati, Ganga, Yamuna, Kaveri, Tungabhadra. He takes all the names of all the rivers. They all came to Vrindavan and to take dips in these waters. The personification of those rivers. Just like Prayagraj, tall person. Like that, the personification of all these rivers, Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, Kaveri, Tungabhadra, they all came to get purified in this Vrindavan waters. Then Nanda Maharaj thinks, you know, I've been making a big plan to go to Prayag and get purified. The Prayagraj himself and all the rivers of Prayag, they are coming here and they are getting purified. And then he decides to stay in Vrindavan. He does not want to go to Prayag. So such is the power of the land of Vrindavan.
But
You know?
didn't he ask the question that what is in the Vrindavan that you all get purified here? Yeah, why Prayagraj is get purified in Vrindavan?
Yeah.
Means we know because Krishna is there.
Yeah.
But didn't
but
his
Nand
father
Maharaj did not
Nand Maharaj
know.
didn't ask this question?
Why didn't he ask
Yeah.
this question?
Yeah, I mean he asks and then they say this Krishna Kund, Radha Kund, where Krishna and Radha they immerse and that's why we want to get purified with our water. Yeah. So it's an obvious thing.
Yeah, obviously,
Yeah.
of course.
So and then but for Nanda Maharaj and Yashodamai, that Krishna is not God.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah,
this
that
is a
Krishna
valid question
who is at
from Nand
home
Maharaj.
is not God.
Yeah.
Even though Prayagraj and all other personifications of rivers, they all say that why we come here for purification, because Krishna and Radha they take bath in the waters and we want to get purified here. In his mind, Krishna means somebody else, not that Krishna who is living at their home. Because if he considers that Krishna as God, they cannot reciprocate like father and
Father
mother.
and mother.
Father and mother.
They cannot show that motherly affection, Vatsalya power. Yeah. So then Nanda Maharaj decides not to go anyway, and so such is the land of Vrindavan. And who is the queen of Vrindavan?
Radharani.
Radharani. Okay. And I heard you all celebrated Radhashtami here,
Yes.
Janmashtami and then Radhashtami. So very soon we are going to open temple here. So you have to make pizzas every Sunday here also.
Yes, oh yes.
Sunday morning here and then evening in the temple.
Oh, Yashoda Maya and Nanda Maharaj is here.
I know.
I know one more part of this story where Tirthraj Prayag comes to Krishna and says, every Tirth is coming to me, why Vrindavan is not coming to me?
Yeah.
Then Krishna said, I made you king for the Tirth, not for my home.
Yeah.
So you are king Tirthraj, my home is not Tirth, it's my home.
Yes.
So it's not included in that.
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, we have good, kathakars. We have good kathakars. So you want to cover maybe some Radharani pastimes or Damodara pastime? Yeah.
Lovely.
So we should have started a little bit late, huh? We should have started a little bit late, huh?
सच्ची यूज द बैक डोर बार बार इधर से आना जाना नहीं करके बैक डोर से आओ